to our 2024, or I guess not 2024, but welcome to my night routine. Truthfully, I've been putting off this video for so long because I don't really have a night routine. I feel like when it comes to my morning routine, it's really easy for me. Like I wake up, if I can work out before work. If I don't, I just have like a slow morning and I like spend some time in my planner and stuff. I feel like my morning routine is really easy for me to figure out, but for some reason my night routine is just something that I feel like does not really come natural to me. And I think it's just because I've been thinking about it in the same way as a morning routine, but I realized that it's not really that at all. There's honestly nothing much routine about my nights, especially on work nights, which is what this is. Logged off at 5, my boyfriend and I took our dog for like a really long 45-minute to an hour walk, which is not something that we usually do. But I feel like when it comes to the end of your workday, no matter what time it is, you just kind of do what you genuinely need to do in that moment. Sometimes it's a walk, sometimes you're on your couch, sometimes you have plans and you have to go to dinner and meet someone or see your family or something. And I think that you can still have a night routine even if you have some sort of after work plan. I feel like I always thought that I couldn't have a night routine if I had an after work plan, but that's not the case. So I'm really excited to take you guys along for tonight, this little night routine, night in my life. The routine part will start like basically an hour before I go to sleep, but for now, welcome to the night. Tonight is a really fun night, something that we don't usually do. 2 of our friends are coming over tonight for dinner. Thomas and I are hosting them, and we're gonna make the famous TikTok feta pasta dish, which I have never made before. And I feel like it blew up in 2020. It's literally 2024. So I'm really excited because I'm gonna make this, and it should be really simple. You really just put together like grape tomatoes, basil, feta, olive oil, salt, pepper, oregano, put it in an oven, mash it all up, and then add your pasta. We're also gonna add chicken, and it should be really easy. I really don't host people often. I feel like on weeknights, my typical weeknight is like not seeing people. So this is like a rarity for me, and I wanna document it. Good boy, thank you. Nice, so good. Look at those eyelashes. Gotcha. Currently 9:42 and we are officially in night routine mode, which literally just means 3 things. Change into pajamas, wash up, go to sleep. That's literally all. That is my entire night routine, and I just think there's nothing around it. That's like what I know will work every single time. It's literally what I have to do, and I feel like it's actually really nice. Something that I have been trying to do to like romanticize my night routine is actually get pajamas. So I just got this pair of pajamas on Amazon. I just really liked the fruit design. I get to like cozy up in my pajamas, get ready for bed, wash my face, do my skincare, and then that's it. And then I go to sleep. I kind of feel like that's the best part of having a simple night routine. It's just, realistically, I like to do whatever I want after work, whether it's working out, seeing friends like I did today. Tonight especially was really nice just because it's Thursday night specifically, and I feel like Thursday night is kind of the best mood that you can be in, especially during the work week. It's like at that point you've gone through 4 full days of work and you get to kind of like start to treat yourself and start to enter weekend mode, and Thursday night's just the best for that. So it was really nice hosting people this time. I really want to do that more often. It saves so much time, saves so much money, and I think it's just time better spent with people when you're like in the comfort of someone's apartment or home as opposed to like a restaurant where someone's serving you and stuff. So let's change into our pajamas and get ready for sleep. to do my night routine in the sense that I really didn't do much work after work ended. And that's why I mean that my night routine is just different all the time. For me, my night routine is just like getting ready for sleep, and that's literally all I do. But a lot of the times after work, if I'm not hanging out with friends or doing something social, I am editing my YouTube videos.
Yes. You want to say hello, let's go to sleep.
And maybe me a year ago would want to make sure that I'm putting like me editing in my night routine, but honestly, not anymore. If I can show you guys like a nice night routine or a night in my life after work, like I would love to show you me like being social and actually giving myself more like work-life balance in that way. So here's to a nice night in my life with more work-life balance. This is my face wash that I use. I usually don't wear makeup on the weekdays just because I really want it to be easy to like wash up before I go to sleep, but I do have some eyebrow gel. So if I do anything, it's literally eyebrow gel, and that's it, especially if I'm working from home, which I do like 99.9% of the time. But this is the face wash that I'm using. It's the Osea Ocean Cleanser. I really like this. It's my first time using it, and I think it's really nice. I like the like clean scent that it gives. Also, I have like a new paper cut, so I'm gonna wash my face with one hand. Just don't mind that. I'm going to keep talking to you guys as I do my nighttime skincare, because this is actually the one thing that I do like without fail, no matter what's going on after work, no matter how my day was, I have to do my nighttime skincare. Like I just have to. So this is what I do. So these are all of the products that I use. I've talked about these before on a recent vlog, but yeah, anyways, okay, night routines. I feel like social media just makes the routine type of video something that everyone always wants to watch, because I was thinking about this the other day, like why is it that morning routines are so much more popular than night routines in terms of people watching it or even people creating them? Everyone wants the morning routine, not necessarily the night routine. And I was like, why not? Because if you think about it, our morning routine starts with our night routine. Like if we want to wake up at a certain time or get something done before work or like have some sort of morning for ourselves, I feel like it usually means that we got a good night's rest the night before. And so last year when I was really focused on my morning routine being at a certain time, I really wanted to wake up at like 6 or 5:30. I'd say I can only do that if I'm getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and I can only get up that early if I'm like sleeping in time. When I reformed my night and my morning routine all together, I just like took the time away from both of it. Like I just kind of saw it as, what does my life look like before work and what does my life look like after work? And so before work, it was really easy because that's usually when I work out, but sometimes I work out after work too. And I feel like just kind of reframing my mind for what made my night routine something was just making sure that I got enough sleep, but also like what were the habits that I actually did. It was hard to determine that because they just change every single day, like what I actually do after work, because I feel like that's the part of life where I have the most freedom. Like I can be strict about my morning routine, I can make sure that I start my day well, but then I have my work day, and my life after work is usually just up to me because I've earned it, I guess. That's why I feel like I was struggling so much with what even is my night routine. But in the end, your night routine is just whatever you want your life to look like. And that goes for both your night routine and your morning routine. It kind of just made me realize that like I'm bringing back control over my life, and I don't really have to be strict about like after work I must do this and this and this and this and then I go to sleep, because then where is the freedom and the flexibility if every single routine is so strict? So yeah, but having said that, I would love to know what your guys's like non-negotiables are for your night routine, or like how do you see your night routine? Is it like simply doing your skincare, washing up and going to sleep like me? Or is there something that you like must do all the time and it's truly like it's not really, you can't go to sleep without it? As you guys saw, one thing that's really realistic too is for someone that lives with my partner, we also have a dog. So usually someone will clean up after dinner and the other person will do the like last walk before dinner. Or if Thomas is studying, he's in medical school, or if I'm editing or I'm doing my Korean flashcards because I'm trying to learn Korean a little bit more seriously this year, we'll just kind of switch off depending on what each other's workload is currently like. So no, you guys didn't see me really clean up tonight, but that's because Thomas did most of that, which I'm very thankful for. Aside from my skincare and then just hopping into bed and going to sleep, I do also want to say one actual habit that I feel like really does make a difference. And I feel like it's the thing that like helps me get out of bed in the morning and helps me kind of like wake up the next day. Again, I feel like your night routine, if anything, is really just preparation for your morning routine sometimes. So let's go to the kitchen. I like to leave myself a cup of water waiting for me in my kitchen so that when I wake up, get out of bed, go to the bathroom, I come out and I have like a fresh glass of water. Well, not fresh, but like a filled glass of water waiting for me. I feel like just drinking water really helps me actually wake up and like, okay, like I'm actually awake. So having this waiting for me is so helpful. Like, I don't know what it is, but just knowing that when I come out of the bathroom, because my kitchen is right here, I just see the cup of water and I'm like, oh yeah. And it's just kind of nice. I don't know. So if there's any actual habit that has helped and has made a difference, it's just preparing a glass of water before I go to sleep. I'm someone that also doesn't love like ice cold water. I know that some people do that because it helps them wake up too for like how refreshing it is, but I like to have just room temperature water, so that's why I don't mind leaving it out the night before. It's fresh as of like the last hours or so before I went to sleep, and so it's waiting for me in the morning. And that is basically my night routine. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you guys. Once I'm in bed, something that really helps me actually fall asleep, because as someone that is pretty easily like stressed and stuff, I feel like sometimes it's hard for me to fall asleep and I don't wanna rely on taking melatonin too frequently. So something that's been helping me is actually reading. Where's my book? I switch back and forth between reading on a Kindle and reading like a physical book, but right now I'm reading A Court of Wings and Ruin on my Kindle, and I'm currently 39% of the way through. And even though when I read this at night, I can fall asleep within like, I try to tell myself just get through 1 or 2 chapters and you can go to sleep. But that makes it really hard to actually finish the book because the book is really good. But something that I'm trying to be better with is not actually like scrolling on my phone. I'll definitely do that sometimes. If I like don't care, then I will be on my phone before I go to sleep. And then I just tell myself like, oh my God, I need to wake up. I need to stop. Or I have my laptop right here because last night I was doing my Anki flashcards for Korean vocab right before I went to sleep. Or sometimes I'll edit right before I go to sleep, but it just kind of depends. I just try not to scroll, if anything, but I don't really mind being on screens. But on the weekends I'll scroll. Or honestly, this week I have been scrolling. It's been bad. But when I get myself to stop scrolling, this is what actually really helps me like wind down and close my mind for the night, is reading. Reading is just really, really helpful. And reading is a hobby that I picked up really only last year for the first time since like high school. And it's been so nice just to kind of put my mind in a new world or in a different story, kind of like remove myself from my own reality and let myself de-stress in that way. And then I can kind of slowly and naturally wind down. So for those reasons, I really love reading. That's what I love to do before bed. If I have like a really, really good day, it's the days that I can end with actually reading before I go to sleep. But even that sometimes is hard, just depending on what time it is, since I don't worry too much about going to sleep by a certain time. It's currently 10 o'clock. That is early. I feel like usually once I'm done kind of everything I want to for the night after work, it is honestly around like 11, sometimes 12. And in that case, I'm not working out the next morning. Also, okay, this is something I'm showing you just for the sake of like, I feel like I don't talk about this a lot because it feels silly. These are like such tedious parts of what I guess you would call a night routine, but I have to put on chapstick before I go to sleep. Like I just have to. And I know that everyone uses like the Laneige sleep mask, lip mask or something. Honestly, you guys, just go to your drugstore and get like any type of chapstick. You're gonna go to sleep. Like you're not gonna see much of a difference. You just want something to keep your lips moisturized while you're asleep. I am a ride or die Carmex girl. Like I think it's literally the only chapstick that I can actually get. Like I don't like Burt's Bees. I don't like the chapstick brand. I don't love Blistex, but if I'm putting on anything before I go to sleep, Carmex is the best. It just is, I'm sorry. And then I'll save my like expensive, nice lip balms for when I'm like awake, or if I'm seeing someone, or if I have to go on like a work call, then I'll use my nice lip balms. But honestly, before you go to sleep, just use the like $1 Carmex. It still gives you a nice tingle. For the nighttime vibes, well, this is just a vibe like all day and all night. This is my sunset lamp from Amazon. You can change the colors and stuff, but I like to always have it on pink. I like to always have it on this one, but they say that red light therapy or like red lights are really good for winding down your brain. So this will be on. And then the lamp that's on my dresser, you guys can't see it right now, but it's this beautiful wavy lamp. It's actually a Gobi light bulb and it's hooked up to my Echo. So this is what I'll do. Turn wavy lamp color to red orange. And then you have such a good nighttime vibe. I'll read like a little bit with the lamp on and then I'll just tell Alexa to turn off the light and I can read in the dark, and then I'm like, I'm passed out. So it's like the perfect ambiance for me to go to sleep. Last thing, I do sleep with my watch. This was something I had to get used to, but I usually didn't sleep with my watch on until I got this. This is a Chorus Pace 3. This is a running watch, but you don't need a running watch, just any type of, I guess, like sleep tracking item. I've actually really enjoyed it. It just helps me be more aware of like when I'm not sleeping enough so that I can be better about sleeping earlier and sleeping longer. So I really like it. The Chorus app tracks my sleep, it tracks my stress, it tracks my steps, like it tracks literally everything, like my heart resting rate, everything, in addition to all of my runs. So I just really like this, but you guys don't have to use it. I just feel like this looks silly for me to be like all cozied up and I have this like watch on, but you get used to it. That's it for this video. I have no idea how long this is. I feel like honestly this video might be like 10 minutes long or something, which is really short for my channel. I feel like I love to have my vlogs be in between like 20 to 25 minutes. So if this video is a short one, it's just because my night routine is really that simple. I feel like this is really representative of me and my life and how I approach my night routine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I've been like grappling with making a night routine video for the last like month or two. I think that's everything. I will see you guys in a new video very soon. I'm actually currently vlogging right now my work days. If you guys want to see Work to Live Diaries, which is my series where I vlog throughout my work week and show you guys how I incorporate work-life balance during the day and during the whole work week too. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. I post new videos twice a week in 2024. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Truthfully, I need to go put on my retainer, so that's what will be after this. I will see you guys in my next video, but until then, miss you already. Good night.